Hi, everybody. I thought I would talk a little bit about using video throughout the customer journey and give you an actual example of a big business that's doing this incredibly well. So to think about the customer journey, it's simply to use video at the stage where you're making your customers aware, and also then when they are needing to consider. And the final stage is, of course, when they make a decision. So how can you use video throughout those to get people to move from awareness to decision making? So today we're going to look at how Volvo Trucks does it. And I think they do a fantastic job. Now, I know Volvo Trucks has a huge budget, and please don't let that put you off, because it's not the budget that impresses, it's the way they think about the content they create. And I really think that if you go and look at the content they create at the different stages of the buyer journey, that you'll be able to come up and be inspired with ideas for your own business. So a few rules around making video that I believe are really important. And one of them is to know your audience really well. Know exactly who they are and who you're aiming this at, so that you understand their particular buying journey. You know, what are their problems that bring them into the top of the funnel? So you may make different top of the funnel videos for different audiences. Often that's the case. And then the next steps are sometimes quite similar, but you need to understand your audience, and it can't be as broad as all CEOs of top 100 companies or something. It needs to be a little bit, you need to dig down into your audience to really understand who they are. You need to think about these words when you're making video. You need to think about, how do I inspire people? How do I educate people? How do I entertain people? Or how do I help people? And those words are key when you make video, because if you can do that, and you can do one of those things when you make video, you will always get video that's watched. The third point is, video is all well and good, and it's a beautiful medium, and it's really widely used and widely watched, but you've got to understand how to distribute your video. So you've got to understand, how am I going to get it onto the different channels? What do the channels want from me? How do people react with video? Can you put a call to action in? And do you need caption on your video for certain channels, things like that? How am I going to put it into blog posts? How am I going to distribute this to get it in front of the right audience? So that's something you need to plan and think about, so that you can cross-promote your videos across different channels. And you'll need to cross-purpose it, so you'll change it slightly for different channels. And then think about your brand, and think about how you're going to bring some commonality through your videos, so that people see, as soon as they see the videos, they understand it's from your business. And that it doesn't have to be too complicated. It can just be the tone of the video. It can also be a bit of branding on the video, something that connects every video that you make. So looking at Volvo, if we look at the awareness stage with Volvo Trucks, now awareness is the very top of a funnel. And this is not where you sell, this is where you demonstrate your products and you tell a story about your brand. And they do this really well at Volvo Trucks. And this is where people are, they're just exploring the internet. They may be not sure what the problem is that they've got in the business. There's usually something that's happening later on down the line. So maybe they've got something like, we've got high staff turnover. But actually, if you can drill down and find out why people have got high staff turnover, that's further down the funnel, and then you can suggest a solution. So this is the awareness stage, making people aware that they may have a problem they're not aware of. It's also making people aware of your brand, who you are and what you stand for. Making them engage with you and follow you a little bit, and start to feel like you're someone they'd like to watch or someone they'd like to engage with. So what do Volvo Trucks do? We are going to have the links to every single video I talk about in the blog post, and I'll put some down below as well, below the video on my Facebook page. But we'll have it in the blog post so that you can go and have a look at the videos. So Volvo Trucks, well, one of the videos they do at awareness stage is they get a hamster on a wheel with a driver, and this hamster drives the truck. And it's a fantastic video, and it's great fun to watch. And it took a lot to set it up, but they're demonstrating how incredible their power steering is. So the engineering of the trucks, and plus what they're doing is entertaining you. So it's a lovely video to watch. It shows you how brilliant the product is while it's having a lot of fun. The other thing they do is they do frequently asked questions about trucking in general. So they know that their community of people that buy their trucks and use their trucks, so the end user as well, the truck driver, they've often got questions. And smaller trucking companies have got questions about trucks in particular. So they just cover every question you can think of about trucking. Like one of the videos is how to be more fuel efficient with your trucks. And I think it's like a three-part video, very short and to the point, and something that industry would find incredibly useful. Can you do that in your business? Can you think about all those frequently asked questions that generally the industry is going to have? And then I love this one. This is like a brand video. So some businesses do a brand video. This is a little bit about us. Whereas this video that they do is about the driver. And why it's such an impactful video is it tells the driver's story and the life of being a truck driver. And it immediately resonates with their audience. It starts to make people feel like they're part of a community, and it builds pride in the truck driving community. So I think it's a fantastic video. And those are all three, the awareness videos. Can you tell stories about your community to make people feel bonded and feel like they're part of something bigger? So the middle of the funnel is where people are trying to get educated about their options. So they're problem aware at this stage. They've maybe looked at a few businesses and they need to understand what different businesses offer what different things and who they're going to go with. You know, how are they going to make that decision? They're really looking for an option to help them make decisions. So what do Volvo do so well? Well, they have very good videos, and these videos are shot showing their trucks. They show you around. They show you all the features of the trucks and all the benefits of those features. So I think that's a very clever way, show people around. Now, a lot of people that have service businesses will say to me, well, it's lovely because you've got a product you can show people around. But you can do that with a service as well. You can show them around, you can let them be introduced to your team. And when they're shown around, it's like me doing this video today. I'm showing my knowledge. You can show and tell. So think about that and think about how you can emulate what Volvo is doing so well. And then they do case studies. Now, everybody can do a case study, and they do it particularly well. I think they make beautiful videos, they spend money and they spend time, and they script them so well. If you can do case studies and script them well and do some videos, they're always winners. People love to watch how it was done with another business. And of course, it gives you social proof straight away. So it's like getting a good, and even testimonials, good video testimonials work really well at this stage as well. And why? Because people are trying to consider who to go with. So you want to give them a reason to consider your business. And now we've come to the bottom of the funnel. And the bottom of the funnel is all about helping them decide to go with your business. So you need to get those big concerns out of the way, I think, at this stage. The reason we don't buy is because, we know we need it. We know we've got a problem. What stops us buying? What stops us taking that next step with our business? So maybe you could ask your salespeople for frequently asked questions that people ask at the end of the sale. Is it about price? Is it about location? Is it about after sales service? What is it? And deal with every single one of those questions. And Volvo does this by doing 1-minute videos, drilling down into very, very specific questions. And that's so powerful. Is that something that you could do for your business? I think we could all do that for our businesses. Think about those final questions that people ask at the end of a sale, and then make videos about those so you can help people make that decision. Now, all these videos, particularly the middle and the end, can be used within your sales process as well. So you can email them to people like we do. You can put them up on social. You can take little bites out of them. There's so many ways you can repurpose video. So if you're stuck for ideas and you're thinking, well, I'm not really sure how we could use video, I'd love to explore it a little bit more. Or we've got loads of video, but we don't really know how to repurpose it to make sure that it becomes a journey that we take people on. How do we get people that have watched our first set of videos, our awareness videos, to go on and watch our consideration videos. And how do we track that to make sure it's happening? So how do we create this funnel process with the content that we do have? And then how do we make sure that all the content we do have gets in front of the right audience in different formats, from email to social, to digital, to advertising and organic posts? And also then, how do we create a sales process using our content? If you have questions around any of this, why don't you give myself and Nifita a ring? We're definitely not hard salespeople. We just love to have conversations with people to find out whether it's something we can help with. And if nothing else, maybe there's a way we can give you a very, very quick win for your business and maybe point you in the right direction. I love being able to do that, to help a business think a little clearly about their content planning for the year. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and give us a call. But otherwise, hopefully you've got something out of this and you get a chance to watch those videos and be inspired and make some of your own. Speak soon. All the best. Bye.